Yo, yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, push until I fall, I'm slipping. To get back up, always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep, big bruises scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head and my heart. I've been chewed up, spit out, torn apart. But picking up all the pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Hello, everybody. I know I was just live on my vertical on my afternoon stroll, and I couldn't even get into the garage to finish my workout because I decided when I got home I was going to read that in full instead of just like the little clip or the little segment that I read. And I feel like it deserves more attention without me walking and oops without me walking and being out of breath. You could barely hear anything. I'm so sorry for the milestones that I missed. Also, I know I missed Virgie and I missed some. Who else did I miss in here? For because I totally saw half the chat. Um. Oh, I don't even know who else is live. Who else is live? Anyway, doesn't matter. This is important to discuss. And again, it deserves more attention than me being, hearing every third word. So I thought we could read this document together because I did give the wrong information. It was, like Julie said, the medical examiner. Let me tell all y'all hi real quick. I don't know who you are, Ghost of. That's not a cool name though, because I don't. Yeah. Hi, Gypsy. Hey, Stevie. Dancy One. Hello, Night Angel. Kelly, Christine, Rita. Hello to Days and Ruski. And so I'm not going to be here long. I just want to read this because everybody needs to know that based on her behavior versus what just came out from the Adams County Sheriff's Office. Oh, let me finish. Savage, Kendra, Miss Liability, Marielle, Payne, Sudi. Anyways, I'm sorry if I missed any of y'all's milestones or comments in that last live. That was a new thing. I didn't really like how choppy I sounded. So, like I said, that baby deserves more attention and a fully focused live to where we can discuss this document. That poor baby is right. I'm mortified and disgusted at you, Leida. I can't believe that during this time that you've been sitting on the fact with your own conscience that you know that you killed your own flesh and blood, newborn, innocent little baby, and you think that it's cool that all, and Lita, you're probably in here listening, and this shit was eventually going to come out. You knew this shit was going to eventually come out because you're the only one that knew the fucking truth. You, that baby in LS, knew the truth, and you knew, even despite the fact that this was all going to come to a head, that you still thought it would be a good idea to parade around YouTube like you don't have a fucking care in the world. And I know I already said this. Hey, Sarah, I know I already said this in my other live, but this, like I said, deserves undivided, non walking, non voice, heavy breathing attention. She doesn't care. And it's crazy and it's scary. And Lita is far worse of a human. She is a monster. This is worse. Like it takes a lot to actually sit down and read that whole thing. So we're about to do it. How dare you, Lita, parade around here? Kendra, who else is, I don't even see anybody else. Okay. So I'm glad Julie brought this to my attention. So I did read it. And after I'm done here, I will commence to my brutal. Yeah, I'm live again because I decided after reading this, and reading the little parts, which was just the bottom, the second to last, and the one above it, or actually the bottom three paragraphs is what I read. But this tells me that the medical examiner did rule it not accidental. Therefore, the autopsy is completed. Okay. So I think that's basically the part of the missing link that we needed for this investigation, which it says in this document remains open. And I would love to see them act fiercely and quickly, just like she did when she harmed that baby, with enough force. And that's another thing I want to look up while we're together on here. Again, I don't want to be here long. Um, Hello, Virgilicious. I would play your song like normal, Verge, but and hello, E. Did I say hi to you? Sometimes I see y'all and I don't remember if I said hi, and something in my brain tells me I did. And I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. ML dot, did I say hi to you? She doesn't give a shit. She has been parade. I can't. It's hard when you put it into terms like this. Imagine one of you. Imagine one of you harmed your newborn baby and still came back into YouTube and was still providing fuck shit for the masses that you don't like. Throwing strikes, being in chats, hee hee ha ha, making little comments, as if this didn't happen, as if this happened like maybe perhaps in a different, like, what do you call those things when you go into a whole, like, a different stratosphere, a different part of the matrix, a different, like, are you in the, did you skip out of the realm where you killed your child, or are you just that sick in the fucking head? Hey, Tracy. Or she just says sick in the head is what I need to know. So, according to this document, it says 6-month final summary report for child death, serious injury, or egregious incident. Reports submitted to the Division of Safety and Permanence, the DSP, that do not include all of the required information will be returned. And I'm just reading this from top to bottom to agency for proper completion. Do not identify individuals by name when completing this report. Individuals may be referenced by relationship, position, mother, father, child, sibling, physician, or detective. So it has the case number up the top. Then it says age 1 month. Oh, I'm not reading. I need to read my. Gender female, of course, Asian, special needs none. Date of incident July 5th. Description of the incident, including the suspected cause of death, injury, or egregious abuse or neglect. On July 5th, 2025, the agency received a report regarding a 1-month-old infant brought to the hospital with multiple injuries. Subsequently, the infant was pronounced deceased on July 9th, 2025. Law enforcement was contacted and initiated a criminal investigation. The medical examiner's office determined the death was non accidental. No criminal charges have been filed in this case, and the investigation remains open. Findings by the agency, including maltreatment, determination, and material circumstances leading to the incident. The agency collaborated with law enforcement and, oops, where am I at? Law enforcement and medical professionals to complete the assessment. The initial assessment completed by the agency. Ugh, my Zoom keeps unzooming. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Okay. So it says, let me go back. Law enforcement, medical professionals to complete the assessment. The initial assessment completed by the agency found a preponderance of evidence to substantiate maltreatment of physical abuse to the infant by the mother. The agency deemed the infant's half sibling safe with relatives. The family was referred to the community services, and the agency closed the case upon completion of the initial assessment. Is a criminal investigation pending or completed? They checked yes. Criminal charges filed? If yes, against whom? They checked no. Like I said in my other live, how do we know if Les hasn't been abused like this his entire life and just survived it? So it says child's resident at the time in home, complete the appropriate following section. But at the time of the incident, the infant resided with her mother and her 12-year-old half sibling. The infant's father had regular visitation in the family home. Were services under Chapter 44 or 938 being provided to the child, any member of the child's family, or alleged maltreater at the time of the incident, including any referrals received by the agency or reports being investigated at the time of the incident, which was checked yes. So does it say if the baby was alive when they took it from her? The baby, it was at least resuscitated, Virgie. It was resuscitated. They got a heartbeat. They put it on a ventilator, and it never came off the ventilator, because once the baby's on a ventilator and is hemodynamically stable, then they'll go in to look at the neurological damage, which then they'll run EEGs several times, like before they can actually come to the conclusion of a clinical brain death. Anyway, so it says summary of all involvement in the services under the Chapter 48 or 938 by child's parents or alleged maltreater. This is on June 28th, people. This incident happened on the 5th of July. But in June, Leida gets a knock at the door by CPS. Oh, I don't have my little banner, which I better put up, only because it says allegedly and all the things. Alleged and in my opinion. Anyway, so it says the agency screened a CPS report alleging neglect to the infant's now 12-year-old half sibling by the mother. During the assessment period, an additional report was made to the agency regarding the infant being taken to the hospital with multiple injuries on July 5th, 2025. Subsequently, the infant died on July 9th, 2025. An assessment of the initial allegation was completed by the agency, and the allegation of neglect to the infant's now 12-year-old half sibling was unsubstantiated. On July 26, 2022, the agency screened an in-services report. The family was not in need of any service referrals. The next over page says, let me go back. Then it says, wait, do I have the right? Occur to access reports that do not constitute a reasonable suspicion of maltreatment or a reason to believe that the child is threatened with harm are not required to be screened in for the initial assessment, and no further action is required. On June 28, 2025, it says the agency screened in, and I guess it's gonna repeat exactly what it just said. And it says on January 27th, 2025, the agency screened out a CPS report. On July 26th, 2022, the agency screened an in-services report. The family was not in need of any service referrals. On July 26th, 2022, the agency screened out a CPS report. And then it just repeats itself basically. So it says at the bottom, the DSP did not make any recommendations for further changes based on this review process. So what kills me is, like I said in my other live, they dropped the fucking ball. They were investigating her, they have not shut the case. They had not closed the case. And before they could even say, once again, after multiple, obviously, CPS reports have been called on her, they can say, oh, everything's fine. Before they can even rule on this report, she injures the baby to the point of death. I'm going to look something up. And if I show this, it's going to be a major trigger warning. Because in my other live, I said I would love to see a demonstration on the violence that it takes. I don't even think I can show this. It'll trigger too many people. That'll be a good one to show. I'll play it.
Is about 20.
And I'm gonna say before I play this that I truly believe, like, this is just what I believe. I could be completely wrong. This is alleged. This is one hypothesis of what could have happened based on the injuries that we know.
25% of the baby's total body weight. Their neck muscles are usually too weak to support their large head. If a baby or toddler is violently shaken, it takes only a few seconds to do irreversible damage to their brain or other areas of their body. An infant's brain is immature and more easily injured by shaking. The blood vessels around a baby's brain are more vulnerable to tearing, and a baby's small size also increases their risk of injury. During sudden and vigorous shaking, an infant's brain rotates and pitches in different directions within the skull cavity, which can cause a diffuse axonal injury, or DAI. This is an injury that can damage or destroy brain tissue. Blood vessels that feed the brain are torn, and this causes bleeding around the brain. Blood then pools in the skull and sometimes creates pressure and additional brain damage. Retinal bleeding in the lining of the eye is common and can lead to poor vision or even blindness. The force of shaking a child violently is much greater than if the child were to simply trip and fall. In cases of SBS, that force is repeated as the child continues to be shaken. Shaken baby syndrome can have disastrous long-term consequences. Some of these consequences may take years to develop, including a wide range of physical disabilities and behavioral disorders. Shaking a baby in anger or frustration is never the answer. Help is readily available for anyone who's at risk for harming a child. If a child is in immediate danger due to abuse or neglect, 911 should be contacted. Also, most states have a child abuse hotline, or the National Child Abuse Hotline can be contacted toll-free at 800-4-A-CHILD or 800-422-4453.
You just heard it. You just nailed it. You just nailed it, Ashley. Like her son? So did this go on, and is that why she was so comfortable doing it? Mm. So these are, and I'm just trying to wrap my head around that kind of evil too. Yes, it was absolutely provided for educational purposes. And that's what I said when I was live a minute ago or a little while ago. Did you do this to your first baby too? Because at this point now, we have Leida trying to K a puppy, which she'll be seen in court for that. I think this month. Am I wrong? She's going to court March 11th for something. A puppy. We know that your son doesn't speak and you said is autistic, but now you have shaken a baby, and that video was demonstrated on what can happen when the baby lives. So that demonstration that I just played, the person presenting it said, what could happen after that is, and that was a scenario where the baby doesn't pass away. And I don't like, okay, so now take what we know and again, realize, let's add in Lita's behavior since this has happened. Seriously, not a care in the world, running around saying she's going to call my nursing board or making innuendos and others' chats. And the whole time knowing what you did to a helpless little baby that was yours. She's been on YouTube ever since. She was documenting all of this on Instagram. Do we have the let me find the video. I mean, let's go to the real quick while I'm here. Does anybody know the Kiki and Kibitz live where that she played all those screenshots of Lita? That was 1 hour ago. You guys, which video? I don't want to play the wrong thing. Your page audio, what you mean, E? Oh, you have it? Oh, you do. Oh my God, I just sounded like. Where do I find it? Is it a short E or is it a video? Oh my God, my legs hurt. Okay. We're going to listen to how. No, I did. I just caught that. I was like, oh my God. Ah, Lord have mercy. Please don't do that. But I want y'all, like, not only was she in these chats, and then when we read her book, doling out strikes, when I posted some charges, additional charges that Eric got, I got a strike. Around striking people uh, and going in YouTube chats for this entirety of time that's lapsed since this has happened. Yeah, we're back because I was like, no, ma'am. We need to put a little bit more emphasis on the disgrace. And that's like the best way I can even describe her at the moment. The monster of a human being. Okay, hold on. We need to definitely, everybody needs to go live about this. Every single person. And again, to all of the naysayers that sat there and was like, and Brooke's a medical professional and she's really going to say that. Yeah, I am going to say that. Babies' spines don't fracture on their own. If you rewind, you'll see a demonstration of what it's like to shake a baby with a baby to survive. So we're going to play Eve's video. And we're going to see what Leida was up to in the days after this happened. From Leida and Eric from 90 Day Fiance. These videos were posted on Saturday, July 5th, and they were recorded by my friend. And so Saturday, July 5th is the day that this happened, the day the baby was brought lifeless to the hospital, that had to be resuscitated and placed on a ventilator, aka life support. Fellow blogger, memer, IB Trash Talking. I'm going to put in her screenshot. I appreciate her recording these Sunday morning, July 6th. Look at her smiling. That is like the day that the baby was purported to have died. At the top, you will notice that there's about 5 hours difference between the first couple of videos and the remaining videos. Just to note, Leida has since deactivated this Instagram account after screenshots came out and audio with another 90 Day Fiance blogger.
So update. I got my car back, yay! So I call someone that I know that can tow my car, and then he's thank God, he's available to basically like took my car and then drop it, and he just dropped it like a while ago, and I'm glad. So I don't need to ask my neighbor because I've been asking a lot, so I don't want to ask more. So I don't have to like go out with my neighbor and get my car. So I get my car with a tow. I know I have to pay a couple $100, but it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's better than bother these people, like, because my neighbor is like old, elderly, so I don't want to, asking too much, so. Your baby has been brought to the ER after being coded and placed on a ventilator and was unresponsive. And this is what you're putting on Instagram. I want you to wrap your flipping heads. I don't think we can wrap our heads around this, okay? Yeah, it's good. It's good. So yeah, I plan to go to get to be seen, to get something like, I don't know, medical attention, I guess, because it's still numb.
she's talking about the hit on her. She's talking about her getting hit by Eric, which allegedly caused these injuries to that baby.
But I hope it's not swollen that much. At least I just wanted to get checked, and after that maybe I can stop by Starbucks or go get some groceries, I guess. So.
That screenshot says, "Dear God, you can take away my life, but do not take away my daughter's life. And she's just born. And God, if this is going to be my lesson to appreciate life since I've been struggling with suicidal thoughts, and then take away my trauma, help me find peace. Help me forgive." What the? And we've seen these before, but it stings no matter how many times you see it. Great. Thanks, Eric. No wonder it has been numb for quite long. Hopefully it will be gone soon. Basically, Eric hits me right on the nerve, so that is why it caused the nerve damage, and the numb takes longer than the usual. Just great. This is on what, July, what, 6th? Your daughter's still on life support. Your daughter's got EEGs, a little newborn baby. It's got EEG leads attached, glued to her head, all around it. Every little part of her little skull has these monitors now on her head. She's got a tube down her throat. She's got a machine breathing for her. And she's probably got very obvious signs of neurological damage that is irreversible, such as eyes doing not obviously not open, but it, no telling the neurological damage that was seen on the physical assessment. And you're worried about this fake fucking injury.
So I'm currently parking because I'm pumping. So a little update. I don't want to share about what happened with my daughter yet. It's still like I still have the kind of like a shock and kind of like trauma to experience that kind of like emergency. But anyway, she's fine. She's actually or currently transferred to from the emergency room from the hospital that nearby my place to the bigger hospital in Madison. So I'm actually going to go there after pumping. But a little update about me too is I'm finally got myself checked. The doctor says like, well, whoever that hits you, they hit you like right on the nerve. That's why I couldn't like feel anything here. Like
Your daughter's on life support with an ET tube coming out of her mouth, not responding to any neurological testing while she's getting her brain examined every day. And you're still talking about you getting hit on your nerve.
these sides,
You're talking about trauma that you endured after that kind of emergency that you caused, ma'am. Yeah, you caused it. Sure did. You did. What? You need to be studied, ma'am,
just like you know,
in Quantico.
just like you had a Botox or something like numb. You know, you can feel it like paralysis or something like that. So that's why the doctor says like yeah, whoever hits you, they hit you like right on the nerve. So that's why they said like I got I got like nerve damage or something like that. Not concussion, thank God, but it's still like needs something like medical attention. That's why I was there. But they said it will go away. It will not recover like it supposed to or usual. It will take long because the damage of the nerve is
Oh, look, she's at the Starbucks. Did you just go to that Starbucks unbothered right across the way in your back window that I see?
something like that. But they only like tell me to take a painkiller if it's hurt, but the heart is in the back because like he actually hits me like like that, and I feel like my it was so hard, and I feel like I myself like get thrown away uh to the back.
And the poor little boy in the back seat that had witnessed all of it.
While I was the thing is like I was holding my baby during that incident, and that's why it's just I just I mean that's why I just can't I can tolerate that. I mean, like, it's just inappropriate. And then because what happened with my baby, they asked me if I can have a waiver to have him released for today, just to be with me dealing with this. I'm sorry, but no, I don't need him. I really don't need him. He's not. I'm not waiving the no contact order.
Did he shake his head no?
Me if I can have a waiver to have myself like get thrown away uh, to the back. While I was, the thing is, like, I was holding my baby during that incident, and that's why it's just, I just, I mean, that's why I just can't, I can tolerate that. I mean, like, it's just inappropriate. And then because what happened with my baby, they asked me if I can have a waiver to have him released for today, just to be with me dealing with this.
Yep, Virgie, I see him all right.
I'm sorry,
And to know what that little child witnessed.
but no, I don't need him. I really don't need him. He's not. I'm not waiving the no contact order, so I still have him in the custody. You deserve it. And actually, I think that's the better, because I just don't want him to be near my baby at all. And yeah, that's pretty much the update. But I really want you guys to pray for us, for my baby. It's still traumatized me until now, but thank thank God, like, God is good all the time. All the time is God is good. So I'm stopping again because I have to get some gas. So I am not sure why I'm in the middle of these situations. I don't know, and I'm not sure why God put me in this situation. Like, I still don't know why. Is this a sign?
What kind of a fucking psycho are you? You don't know why uh, me first of all, this is really unbelievable to rewatch this, E. Thank you for letting me share that. This is fucking wild. Are you trying to convince yourself? You know that you did this. There is a special place in hell for you, Lita.
That, I mean, this shit happened that is also like related to my daughter after I had that abuse from my husband. And then shit happened. Like, what is this? Like, is this showing that we have to still?
So after you had said abuse from your husband, allegedly, you're going to sit here and talk about that. And totally, or what is this? There's, like I said, this has got to be studied. Your brain needs to be donated, ma'am. You monstrous, evil, demonic human being. What about the DV that caused your child, your little newborn? Mothers in this chat, all of us would have put our bodies in front of our bed to this day, no matter how old they get. And you're talking about your DV, but let's not talk about the abuse that was so horrific it led to death that you just committed. What is this? What day was this? Was this all on the 5th, the same day, or
Together and be strong? Or what kind of sign is this all about? I just don't understand. Like, because, all of a sudden, like, um, the officer or the sheriff department, and thinking like, I don't know who, I think that was the chief, like, asking like, do you want him to be released just to be with you because of the situation? Like, what was that? Like, how could that become a sign that I should take him again? I just don't understand why. Like, is that it? Like, I God, please show me the way. Like, is that what you want? Stick with him? Give him another chance again? I'm sorry, I'm not angel. I'm not God. I'm only a human being. I can only do so much. So I don't understand why I'm in the situations. I wasn't expected my baby is going to have this emergency. I wasn't expecting that. She was fine.
Oh my
I'm just hoping like
God.
that this give me like an
This makes me nauseous. She was fine. Exasperated. Roll eyes like this is some inconvenience for you. And if you didn't know the details, and you didn't know what she went and told Maria, if you didn't know everything that we knew, she might be believable.
fine. I'm just hoping like that this give me like another sign just to make sure that I'm doing the right thing.
I will also most likely be uploading the audio of Leida and a blogger that were purported to have been taken on the day that her daughter died. It's about 4 minutes long, so if you want to hear that, I give a very big, huge trigger warning. It's upsetting.
Okay, we have another one to watch really quick.
All right, you guys, where to begin?
Oops.
Well, the Turning Point USA Wikipedia.
Oh, don't get me. That's a whole another episode. All right. Hold on.
Like accepted because I knew that I lost her.
All right. Now, these are voice notes like he had just described in the prior video that she is playing here, that Leida is having a discussion with Maria.
I mean, I've been crying
Is there a part 2 to this as well, E?
nights, days, I mean, I accepted, like completely like accepted because I knew that I lost her. But as soon as the doctor says like there were a fracture on her back, and that's why I suspect, all of us suspect that that's kind of like related to what Eric did to me. Because when he hits me, even right now, like I still unable to feel my left face. And then, exactly like there's a nerve damage that the doctor said to me when I got myself checked, and that's that. So imagine if it's because okay, I didn't see if he hits Alyssa or not, but imagine if he did. It's really like it's kind of like related, but I'm not accusing. I'm just saying what happened, and that's that. I know, but before we find out if he is the cause, I will file restraining order against him because guess what? I want to get myself protected. I want to get my son and I protected. This is a contingency. This is serious. This is, even my dad says like, I don't want you to get killed, Leida. Go fucking home now. And I was like, I can't, Dad. I still have court to do. I still have a lot of things to do. So that's that. That's where we are right now, Maria. I mean, I know that I know that she's not survived, but at that time, before I spoke to my dad, I still not accepting it. But after I talked to my dad and I no longer resent my dad and we basically reconcile, I feel good. And then I accept it, but now my grief.
I feel good. I feel good. I remember saying this at nauseam months ago. I feel good. I feel good.
But now my grief, I'm done grieving. My grief.
I'm done grieving. What month about was this? I can't remember. This was not very long after.
I'm done grieving. I'm done grieving.
Oh, sorry. Audio is from July 6th while baby is in the ICU, though there are discrepancies in the timeline, but there's not anymore. Because, see, Lita was already telling people the baby was dead on the 6th. She had already told Maria the baby was dead on the 6th. The baby did not die until the 9th.
Reconcile. I feel good, and then I accept it, But now my grief, I know that she's, I know that she's also 5, but at that time before I spoke to my dad, I still not accepting it. But after I talked to my dad and I no longer resent my dad, and we basically reconcile. I feel good, and then I accept it, But now my grief, I'm done grieving. My grief, I'm done grieving. My focus is on justice. That's it. Because I want to know. I never dropped the baby, and the baby was so fine. Can see her
She says, I never dropped the baby. I never dropped the baby.
still moving legs before I found her unresponsive, and I had to call 911 and everything like that. Once they mentioned about the fractures on the back, that's the reason why we suspect something happened when Eric hit me in the face. Because if it's make my left face numb, and then damage my facial nerve, what do you think is gonna happen to damage my baby? Of course, something's gonna happen too.
You're supposed to be a doctor according to you yourself, your own testimony on 90 Day Fiance. You were a whole doctor in your country, and you're going to try to sell this shit.
If it's happened, if he did hit that accidentally or something like that, I didn't know, I didn't see because my eyes was closed. So this is why I request immediate autopsy, immediate, because it will help the police anyway. I want to know because I don't want to live, blaming myself forever. No, this is not my fault. Never be my fault. So. Yeah, Maria.
Not your fault. It'll never be my fault. Well, guess what? Guess what, Lita? Open wide and eat those fucking words. You murderous, child harming, child abusing, animal abusing, disgusting collection of fucking cells. You are beneath beneath. I just can't put this into words, and you're gonna get yours in prison.
I mean, we can go live. I mean, I can jump on your YouTube. Tomorrow, I don't know if it's 10:30 your time, is 9:30 my time. Is gonna be if I even available, because at 8 Central Time, my time, which is 9 your time, your Eastern, right, EST. I will have to be at the court. I have to file a restraining order first. That's my plan at 8, and 8:30 I will have.
Do we know if the sheriff's department has these recordings? Refresh my memory here, because if not, we need to send them. I'll send them up. Does the sheriff's office? Do we know they do in fact have this as part of their evidence?
My psychiatrist, my appointment with my psychiatrist.
Because I know I mean, I just don't know if there was ever proof that it was shared, because this is very important.
Just like for half an hour. So that's that. I'm kind of like occupied, but we will try to find way or time tomorrow, because the hospital provide me hotel until I check out on basically Wednesday, but I want to get everything done at my county. It's like an hour and a half drive. Jesus Christ. Tomorrow before I come back here, because it's a lot. It's a lot of driving, So that's that. But
Do you want to get that shit done before the baby's taken off life support?
Let me know if you can do it afternoon or something like that. We can try to working on it, or be like during evening time when when we are free, or when I don't know about the schedule, but when I'm free, basically during the evening time. Yeah. So yeah.
Wasn't that when she was talking about doing an interview?
CPS is pissed. CPS is pissed.
What the heck? Oh, I was about. Oh, is this the part 2? Okay, here we go.
I mean, I've been crying nights, days. I mean,
Oh, hold on.
accept it, like completely, like accept it, because I knew that I lost her. But as soon as the doctor says like there
There's the
were a
one playing.
fracture on her back, and that's why I suspect, all of us suspect, that that's kind of like related to what Eric did to me, because when he hits me, even right now, like I
I don't
still
know where it's
unable to feel
playing.
my left face.
Wait, that is part one again. Did you say there is a part two, E, or no? Oh, both parts are the same video. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Did this report you just shared just come out today? I think it was out yesterday. I found out about it last night. Um, yeah, the autopsy isn't public, but it's obviously completed. That's why it was ruled as non-accident. On autopsies and death certificates, the manner of death is listed, and then also they go on to say whether it was accidental, homicide, non-accidental, whatever the case may be. Um, okay, got you. But yeah, I just thought it was only appropriate to come back live and discuss this at more length. And I'm so glad. Thank you again, E, for letting me play that video. Because do you see how this woman was behaving when her child was not even dead yet? Going around telling Maria the baby was already passed away. And Maria's going to go live in a minute. And I'll bet money, cash money, that she's in that chat. Because she's going to go in there to see if anybody will talk to her. How much do you want to bet? Do y'all want to make some squares, some football squares? Okay. I'll wait to get up then. I'm about to go cook some fish tacos. I've also got to finish my workout now that I stopped. I stopped the momentum, but I'll get it done before I shower tonight. Best believe. Best believe. No, a baby's back, doesn't it? You're down for what, Kendra? Amber, sorry. They will totally talk to her because they're evil bitches. Oh, for the squares? Ha ha ha. Over under. But who knows? She's such a nutcase. She's probably listening to here right now and probably just will not go just because I said she will. Put a one in the chat if you think she's about to be in Maria's chat today. I'll do my famous music that while we vote. Oh, I have to reshare. Reshare. Okay, it's one for she's gonna go into her chat, two for she won't. Okay, I need to take off the keep the whatever the continue playing thing when I'm live. Anyway, so we got a lot of twos and a lot of ones. So I think it's like mostly split. But look, okay, for the people that put twos, can you give me a brief explanation of why you don't think she will after this whole time she's been going in and out of chats, doing this, so, acting like nothing fucking happened when it did. How does that separate from now we know she's at fault? Do you still don't think that she'll have that same don't give a fuck? I do. It will be under a sock if she does. Nah, I don't know. Because if it were me, I'd have never gone in the first time after this. To me, it was proven then, Sarah. To me, it was proven then. She has no passport. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run now. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. Face the music. You killed a human that you birthed a month and a week before. You killed her and ended her life. You are now the new Casey Anthony. Leida, welcome. You're about to be the celebrity you always wanted to be. You're about to get the attention you've always wanted, and it's going to be in the form of an international, most likely, viewing party, and everybody watching every move of this case, just like every other heinous fucking criminal on the planet that does shit to their babies. I read your comment, Shyla. Would they cry? I don't really know. I mean, uh, I don't know. I think crying would be an after effect, but if you're going to shake a baby to the point of damaging its brain like that during that process, no, you're going to have a baby that probably does exactly stops breathing. You know, the brain is what keeps our heart beating and our lungs and our breathing. I sent you a summary with video links, but maybe let's look at it first. Some links may not be available. Okay. Um, okay, I don't know. Uh, yeah, I will. We'll come back to it. We'll definitely come back to it. Um, No, it doesn't explain anything. I can't wrap my head around it either. I can't wrap my head around that I was friendly with this person. Amber was really friendly with this person. We were all, I mean, to some extent, a lot of us were friendly with this person. I never, and it just goes to show you never know anybody's true character because I'm sorry, you're going to have a hard time making me believe that her other child that has all these, CPS cases like pretty frequently opened on him, it hasn't been getting abused also. And to me, and it may be this is my opinion, that you are going to have some kind of set of balls on you to be able to shake a newborn like that. And the only thing that a set of balls comes from is doing the behavior before and not having any consequences suffered from it. So in this case, in my opinion, you probably did the same exact thing to your little boy his entire life, which caused his cognitive deficits. He was not born that way, in my opinion. And now you thought, oh, well, I could do it to Alessa. All that happens is my kid doesn't talk. I'll do it to this one too. And you killed her. Shame on you. Shame on any of you that defended this. Shame on any of you that couldn't put your dislike for others aside and say, damn, this is overwhelming evidence that something heinous has occurred here. Because anybody with a fucking brain inside their head could see this was so obviously a result of traumatic abuse, but nobody wanted to give anybody any kind of credit, even though they have seen, have experience in this field. A cold-blooded baby killer. A cold-blooded monster. And despite knowing eventually this day was going to come, despite knowing you knew all along and on those videos, you sicko, blaming fucking Eric when he was incarcerated in the county jail, smiling, laughing, talking about Starbucks, talking about being okay, talking about being done with the grieving process. Who are you and what happened in your life to make you become a monster of this magnitude? Or were you born like this? Oh, I know. Hey, Dreamy Dot, I'd be grieving forever, especially with her little secret that she knew was to be true, is that she did it instead of like falling into the depths of depression and feeling so bad, and probably like she said she was suicidal, instead of like falling into a black hole and withering away. No, I'm on social media and chats, yucking it up, fucking with people, throwing strikes, writing books, putting them on Amazon for sale, writing more books, selling them on Amazon. Me either, Lacey. Nope, Star, and yep, unbelievable. Is there any new developments in the Nancy Guthrie case? That shit's gone cold almost, unless there's new developments. Everyone should be outraged, and all of you, like I said, that defended this woman should be ashamed and disgusted. I wouldn't be able to, Pain. It would be like Nightmare on motherfucking Elm Street every single night when I closed my eyes. Brenda, I mean, I just can't imagine. Children just make me smile. I see any kid that I see, whether it's online, in person, I'm just like, oh, like, how could you? A little dependent newborn. I think I heard something about that, Jamie. It is incredible that we grieved for that baby more than she ever did. We sure did. That's so sick. So, kids are amazing. And congratulations to your daughter. This is just, it leaves me without words, and it makes me feel so empty inside to know that I even know that a person like this exists. To know that I've had conversations with her, we've had chats with her. I'm sure I've had live streams with her. I've been on her live streams. I've been in her orbit. I've been in her text messages. I've been in her DMs. I've had it grosses me out. And you should be fucking disgusted with yourself and show some type of remorse, Lita, you fucking monster. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm sorry if I didn't read some of y'all's comments. This is just mind blowing to me. You still have this Yves Saint Laurent red lipstick she sent you. Ugh, it's tainted. Anyway, as this develops, we'll be going live about it over here. So yeah, if you were coming in late, please rewind and watch Lita's demeanor the day that her daughter had to be resuscitated and put on life support, and the day on the day after, which she claimed the baby was already dead, which she was very much alive. And again, she had zero hope that the baby would survive. So she knew on the 6th the baby wouldn't survive. And I heard her say that she had a hotel through Wednesday. I guarantee you the doctors already told her on the 6th that they're giving the baby until the 9th on the ventilator to make any improvements, and that they were going to reassess the brain function before they removed the vent. So that's why she had the date of the 9th and that hotel that the hospital provided her till that day, because on Sunday the 6th, I guarantee you, or Monday, was that whatever, July 6th, they had already deemed that baby was possibly brain dead. So Lita went around and already told everybody, despite the fact that there could have been improvement, which any mother with any baby on a ventilator would be hanging on to every thread of that hope that something would change. I'm gonna, excuse me, I have a timeline that I need to look through, and we'll come back and we'll go through all of the things and all of her movement after that baby passed away. But I need to collect it, get it in order as far as the dates, because I do have it's all scattered, all the documentation of when she was appearing and when they took her passport and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, she told Maria that baby was dead on the 6th. If you go back and listen to that recording. And again, I'm telling you, that's exactly why she knew that the hotel would be done on Wednesday, because they were planning on removing the support that day. If she made any money off of those books, I would be shocked, Star. Y'all don't understand. There would be like that in the like there would be 2 words, and then the next 6 words were all together. It was like a linear crossword puzzle to read that book. And I bet you, like I said, once all these puzzle pieces are put together, and I can go back, and we were talking about how that book was weird. It sure did look like and align with whatever was going on with her legal shit. But I mean, E does, yeah, and E can go live and even, continue this today. I don't know what kind of your schedule looks like, but E has a lot of this stuff because this was all discussed before. But now that we have the finality of what the ME's ruling is, it kind of changes everything. Absolutely, Star. I agree. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I've got to go cook my dinner and finish my journey to a better body workout. Oh, what fun. I'm so sore all the time. It's the best and the worst. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, and we will be back as things develop with this. And I'm really hoping. I mean, I'm really hoping that they wouldn't just let somebody walk around free for very long after this is put into record. And I hope that she's arrested soon. Yep. What a piece of shit indeed. Yeah, but Brenda, like I was questioning prior to, was he really autistic, or was that just a diagnosis he got because was she abusing him? Was it not noticed? Did it mess with his cognitive development? Did it mess with when he should have started talking? Has there been CT scans done on the boy? Definitely a flight risk, but they did take her passports. I'm so sorry. I've not put anybody's comments up. Anyway, like I said, I'm sure we'll be back as soon as any developments are provided. But Lita, you're about to get your comeuppance. You really are. Thank God, and justice for baby Alyssa. Bye, everybody.